So today our aim is to discuss the print function and input function. These two will take 2 hours time easily. So print and input, first of all we will discuss the print function. Then we will go for input function. So what is the use of print function? To display the results or output. To display the results or output. To display the results or output. We need a print function to display the results or output. Input, to accept data from keyboard. Input function we need to accept data from keyboard. To accept data from keyboard into the program you are accepting. Of course, from the keyboard you are sending it to the program. This is my Python guide ideally integrated development environment. Integrated development environment means it is the same place where total project can be developed in the same place. Sir, in Java we don't do like that. Yes, we don't do like that. First we will compile, we will get some code, then we will run it. So 2-3 different environments. But here in the same page or same place, you can develop the total project. So that is called ideally here. Suppose in a print, you want to display some string. You want to display a string. Then give the string as it is to print function. This is the way print and a hello, H-E-L-L-O, hello in the single quotes. Single quotes or double quotes, no problem, because in Python strings can be created using single quotes or double quotes. Both are treated same by Python. So you can give single quotes or double quotes. And what now this print will do? It will send this string hello to the monitor, to the screen. It will display it on the monitor. Suppose you want to display anything, your name. Say I am displaying my name. So this is my name with the spaces, no problem. Strings are displayed as they are. There is no change in the strings. Strings are displayed by print function as they are. But what about variables? Variables are displayed not as they are. Variables are displayed with their content. I mean to say the content or data in the variable will be displayed, not the variable name. I'll take one example. Suppose x is a variable, there you store to 10. If you display x, it will not display x, it will display 10. Am I right? See, it will display the content of that variable. That is 10. 10 is already stored in x. So that is what it is showing me. You can combine string variable you can combine. For example, you can display print hello or hi, then variable, comma, hello, then variable. So something like this you can combine using the commas. Observe the comma. So where you are using the comma, there print function will display space in the output. So here I used comma. So in this place one space you can see. After x I am using comma. In this place you can see one space. After hello comma. So after hello one space. X. So 10. So after the comma is not there. So no space. Commas are converted into spaces by print function. When multiple variables are there, okay, I'm not taking this, I'm just closing this because I'm using the notepad. Different things you have to use. So here, what is that we are doing is a print to demo. This is what we are doing. Let me take some variables, a comma, b comma, c comma, d, and here I am storing 1 comma, 2 comma, 3 comma, 4. That means what I am doing, I am storing 1 into a, 2 into b, 3 into c, 4 into d. I am storing like this. And now I will write to print a comma, b comma, c comma, d. If I want to display a, b, c, d, 4 variables values, I can display them by separating them with comma in the print. Observe this comma, 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 comma. Now, how this print will display a, b, c, d values? So, save as x dot py. I am just giving my program name as x dot py. Let me save it in fpy, f drive py folder. Save all your programs in one folder. Give different names for every program. Or you can give prog1 dot py, prog2 dot py, prog3 dot py, like that. Then your programs, whatever you developed, whatever you have worked, those programs will be available in one directory. So x.py and save it. X.py already exists. Do you want to replace? Yes, I want to replace with this new one, and this is my program. Now, to run this code, I have to open command prompt or DOS prompt. This is not a Python command prompt. This is an operating system prompt. You have to open operating system prompt. You have to open. Left side I have opened F cd py. Change directory to Python py directory. Here you are having the program x.py. This is just now we are creating. Now I want to run that x.py, Python x.py. Clear? To run the program, what is the command? Get a DOS prompt, you want to run the program, what is the command? Python is the command. That Python is internally a program, python.exe. And in that python.exe program, 2 parts are there. Part number 1, Python compiler, part number 2, PBM. Both will run one by one and the result will be displayed. 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, 4. Why this space you are getting here? Because of this comma. Observe that output. See the program, observe the output, you can understand more clearly about the program. Suppose I want to display this A, B, C, D values using 4 separate print functions. That is also possible. This I am putting in the comment line so that this is not executed now. This print statement is not executed when you put it in the comment line by using a hash symbol. Next, I can display like this: print A, print B, print B, print C, print D. This is another way of displaying A, B, C, D using the 4 print functions. Whenever you make a modification to your program, you must save it again. After saving only, you have to run it again. So left side you run. Now observe this, how this print is working. 1, 2, 3, 4, you have seen or not? Yes. Now, this print function displayed a value, that is 1. After displaying 1, it has thrown the cursor into the next line. That means a value 1 is displayed in the first line, then b value 2 in the second line. Why in the second line? After displaying 1, cursor is thrown into the next line. In the next line 2 is there. Then the cursor is thrown into the next line. In the next line 3 is there. Then the cursor is thrown into the next line. 4. Then the cursor is thrown into the next line. There is a blank line here. So, what is the behavior of a printer? The behavior is display something and then throw the cursor into the next line. That is automatic behavior of printer. It will display anything, but at the end of the line, it will throw the cursor into the next line. That is the behavior of printer. Clear? Shakir, और है स्टूडेंट्स है बाहर, थोड़े से अंदर भेजिए. आज कल से हमने अनाउंसमेंट कर लेंगे. भेज दिया उसको घर को. कोई होने से आज अलाउ कर लो, कल से please don't come late. Your timing is, you are thinking, some of you are thinking your timing is 11 to 1. It's not 11 to 1. Your timing is 10 to 1. I think they have already announced it. So you are coming at 11:15, 11:10 means you are coming 1 hour 10 minutes late. I cannot allow. So be here before your class timing. Discuss the subject with your friends or open your system and do some practice. Utilize that time. Okay, now here, did you understand this? And what is the behavior here? See, print function is displaying A. After that, at the end of the line, it is throwing the cursor into the next line. So at the end, \n it is releasing. That is what it is doing. END, end means it is an attribute. Attribute means it provides, it is a word that provides additional information to the print function. So end, at the end of the line, it is giving me \n. \n means throw the cursor into the next line. That is the default behavior of print function. So n is equal to \n. N is equal to \n. N is equal to \n. So this is the behavior. If I now run this code now, this will give same output like this. Same output as before, I will show you. So save it, then run it. Come to the left side, run it. Same output, same way. So what is the default behavior of a print function? Print function will display something. At the end of the line, it will throw the cursor into the next line. That is the effect of \n. That means internally, print function is releasing \n code. Internal \n means new line or next line. Throw the cursor to the next line. That is the meaning. Okay. So internally, it is releasing \n code. That is what it is doing. I don't want like that. I don't want to throw the cursor into the next line. What you have to do, make this \n empty. That means just delete this. You will get a single quote, or double quote. Don't write anything. N is equal to single quote. In between, don't write anything. And here also, empty string you can. Empty string means what? Don't do anything at the end of the line. Display a value at the end of the line. Don't throw the cursor into the next line. Don't do anything. That is the empty string you are using. Okay. Now observe the output. Observe the output. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is no gap at all. They are displayed as if it is a single number. 1 to 1234. Like that it is showing me. Please observe that. There is no space at all because of this. Suppose, sir, I want one space, sir. One no space, two space. Then use one space here. N is equal to one space. It will also give one space in the output. Now observe that. Sir, I want comma. Okay, no problem. Comma space I am giving. END is equal to comma space. See that? Whatever you give in the end attribute. Attribute means what? Attribute, A-T-T-R-I-B-U-T, attribute. This word I am using. Attribute means it is a word that provides additional information, additional info to the function. That is called attribute. Attribute is a word that provides additional information to the function. What that function should do? You are telling the print function, please use comma at the end of every line. Don't throw the cursor into the next line. That information you are providing. So such a type of extra words when you are using, they are called attribute. Print is the function, so that you are providing additional information, that is called attribute. Using an attribute you are providing additional information. Attribute. So here end is an attribute. Okay. Suppose here I am writing a colon. Can you guess what happens? Colon. Okay. Here I don't use colon. I use a hyphen. No problem. And here I use a star. Then what happens? Those things will be displayed. Nothing else. See that. 1 colon, 2 colon, 3 hyphen, 4 star. Observe that. How print function is behaving. Its behavior we have to understand. Then we can use it efficiently. You can use like this also. I'll just write and you guess what will be the result. Here I am using \n. Yes, you can use. Here I am using \t. Here I am using hyphen. Here I am not using anything. Okay, now you tell me what is the result. How the result looks like. First A value will be displayed. After that, the cursor will be thrown into the next line. In the second line only, B value will be displayed. After displaying B value, that is 2. After that, \t will release some 6 or 8 spaces. It is a tabular column spaces. So 6 or 8 spaces. Then, in the same line, in the second line only, C value will be displayed. After C, hyphen will be displayed. After 3 hyphens or 3 dashes, T value will be displayed. So that you can easily, you can imagine. Observe that. One is displayed, in the next line 2, and then this is a tabular space, \t, horizontal tab space, 3, and hyphen. And maybe after hyphens I put one space also here, that space. So space is considered as a character in the string. Then 4, and after 4, it's not showing anything. Why? Because empty string. Empty string means don't throw the cursor into the next line. So there is no blank line above this prompt. There is no blank line. So are you getting idea? END, what it will do? END means at the end of the line, what should be done? That's what you are telling at the end of the line. Clear? Now, sometimes you can, you will not use like this several print statements. You will use only one print statement. Print A, B, C, D. Now, how it will display? Let us see. Save. It will display like this with one space. Why? Because wherever you are using a comma, in the place of comma, it will show space here. And after D, the line is completed, so it will throw the cursor into the next line. So there is a blank line here. After this 1, 2, 3, 4, there is a blank line here. Is it clear? I want a comma to separate multiple values. Whenever you want to separate multiple values, using only one print function, multiple values you are displaying, ABCD values. I want to separate those values using a comma or using a colon, something like that. So then you can use a separator is equal to comma. I can use this. Sep means separator is an attribute. So it asks print function to separate the multiple values by a comma. Observe this output, you can understand. 1 comma, 2 comma, 3 comma, 4. After 4 comma will not be there. Why? Because it is separating multiple values. At the end, comma is not required. It understands like that. Suppose in the separator, I am putting a slash. What happens here? Slash, it will display, nothing else. This is useful when you want to display dates. Date to slash month to slash year, like that if you want to display. Or hyphens or slashes are useful when you want to display date. So there are two important attributes for print function. What are they? Number one, END. Number two, separ. I think these two you understood. END we will use to tell print function what to do at the end of the line. Separ we will use only when multiple variables, multiple values it is displaying, how to separate them. Only one print function is displaying multiple values, then only we will use separator. Okay, with this understanding, we will do little bit better this one. I am taking employee data I want to display. Employee ID number I am taking the 10. Employee name, I will take name of the employee. Keyboard is giving trouble. So employee name, I am taking employee name as Lakshmi. Some name you can take. Okay? Any name you are interested in take. Sal. Hey, come on, man. Sal is equal to 34,500 rupees 55 paisa. This is the salary of an employee. So intentionally I have taken one integer number, one string and one float number, and I want to display them. One way is I can use 3 separate print statements like this. So come on. I'm just removing and once again attaching. 40% of Indians are blind people, like me. Any side is same. Integrated means what I am working at. So print ID is equal to comma ID. This is what I want to print. So print name of the employee is equal to name. Okay, so print salary is equal to comma sal. Please observe how I am displaying them using the 3 print statements. So ID is equal to, this is a string. So string is displayed as it is. ID is equal to, suppose this space I don't leave, no problem. Let me not leave the space here. But a comma here I am putting, here also no spaces absolutely. Okay. So ID is equal to, this is a string, it is displayed as it is. Comma. Where comma you are putting, there it will display space. After that, ID is a variable. Variable value 10 it will display here. Clear? Similarly, name is equal to 1 space Lakshmi. Salary is equal to 1 space her salary 34,500.55 55 paisa, like that I have taken. So let me save this code and show you how the output will be. Please observe the output left side. Am I teaching very difficult concept? No, not easy. Spend some time daily, I am telling you. Now you can understand. But after going home, if you don't practice, you will forget. Psychologists say that 84% of whatever you learn you will forget that 84% of what you learned, you will forget 84% in the first 24 hours. What does it mean? If I teach you 100 things, by tomorrow same time, in your mind, in your brain, only 16 things will be there. 84 things you have forgotten already. And in the next another 24 hours, 84% of that 16 things will be forgotten. So maybe you will have only 2 or 3 things. Very rapidly we forget. So what is the solution? Revise the subject in the first 24 hours. That is needed because you are going to forget in the first 24 hours. You have to revise the subject before you come to the next class. Okay, now print ID is equal to. Okay, this is okay, but what I want is I want to just display the same thing using only one print function. Is that possible? Yes, that is possible. I can write like this. Please observe what I am doing. So name is equal to comma. Oh. What is happening? Not this one. This one. So I think already I spoiled. I am thinking that I spoiled the keyboard. But Shabir has spoiled this keyboard. He is loving this keyboard. Something he is doing with this. So name is equal to comma name. Salary is equal to comma sal. And that is a single print. Is this understandable or not? Multiple values, whenever you print, you write them, you separate them using one comma. So ID is equal to comma ID. ID, this is variable. So this ID variable value 10, that 10 is displayed here. Name is equal to comma name. Name value Lakshmi. Lakshmi is displayed here. Salary is equal to sal. The sal value 34,500.55. That is displayed here. Strings are displayed as they are, but variable means its content is displayed. So that is what you have to remember. Save it. Write it. Please observe the output left side. That seems to be okay. Did you observe the spaces? Here one space. Here one space. Why the space? Can you tell me why this space and why this space? ID. Before ID, comma, that is space. After ID, comma, that is giving one space automatically. So it is just for readability, understandability, or clarity, better clarity. It wants to display that in better clarity, with better clarity. That is the reason you are seeing the space. There is another way of displaying this. C style. C style means C language style. You can use in Python. I will show you that. C language style. If you learn the C language, this becomes easy. Otherwise also it is easy. C style. Getting excited and BP rising then? Yeah, C. So in the C we will write printf. But here we are writing the print. And then in the C we will write what? We will write format string. One format string in the double quotes. Then in the simple brackets we will write variables list. Variable list we will write in the simple brackets. This format I am following now. Please observe. Format string I am writing first. Comma. Variables list. Now see this. Format string. Format string means here ID is equal to %d. %d means decimal integer number I want to display in this place. Comma name is equal to name is equal to name is equal to percent s, comma, percent s is for string. I want to display a string value here. Salary is equal to backspace I am pressing, it is releasing zeros. Maybe some trouble with the port. No. Problem with the keyboard. क्या करते हैं ये कीबोर्ड के साथ? अलग कीबोर्ड है।
बोला जो मतलब वो बता रहा हो उसको
वो माउस का है। इसी और एक नया वाला कीबोर्ड है हमारे पास, that means नया गर्लफ्रेंड
है ना वो सुमेर ने आया।
Okay, name is equal to percentage means a string value I want to display. Salary is equal to
ना YouTube पे डाल दिए वाला है।
percentage f means floating point number I want to display. Please observe here, id is equal to percentage d means that is called a format character. That format character will be replaced by original value, variable value. So here integer variable value will be displayed, here string variable value will be displayed, here float variable value will be displayed, and outside don't use comma, here you have to use percent symbol because in the format string you are using percentages. So here you use percent symbol and variable list. So what is the variable list you want to display? Variable list ID number, comma name, comma sal, these three you want to display. See this. This is C style of displaying the data file shape. I run this at the left side, see the result. Please observe this left side result. So here it is showing me ID is equal to one space I have given. Here also it is showing me ID is equal to one space, and percent D means integer number. Here ID is the variable. That variable value is displayed here. So that variable value is displayed here. Then after that I put comma here. So comma. So comma space I have given. So it is showing me comma space also in the output. You see? So in the format string, whatever you are writing, that will be displayed finally. C style. In C, you are having printf function. So printf style. Sir, while displaying the salary, it is showing after a decimal point, it is showing some 6 digits. Automatically, it will show percent f means. In a C language, after a decimal point, it will show 6 digits in a C language. So here also it is showing me dot 550006 digits it is showing. Okay. I don't want to display those many digits after decimal point. I want to display only 2 digits. What is the way? Then you can tell here percent dot 2f. That means after a decimal point, display 2 digits. percent dot, dot means decimal point. After decimal point display 2 digits only. So file save and left hand side you can see that beautiful. See this. There is another way of writing a print function. What is the way? You can allocate this much space. In that space only display the number. For example, to display ID number, I can allocate 5 spaces, and in that 5 spaces ID number should be displayed. How can I do that? It's very easy. Let's see the language. So ID is equal to percent 5D you write. Percent 5D means 5 spaces for decimal integer number. To display decimal integer number, I am allocating a width of 5 spaces. And the name is equal to percent say 15s, that means total 15 spaces to display the string. Salary is equal to percent 10.2f, that means total 10 digits. In that one decimal point, after the decimal point 2 digits. Please observe this and understand this very like similar to C language only. From here to here, this is called format string. These are format characters. Percent 5D, percent 15s, percent 10.2f, format characters. Can you tell me what is this percent 10.2f? Total spaces I have allotted 10. In that 10 only, one decimal point I have to display, right hand side. After decimal point, 2 floating point digits also I will display. So before decimal point, how many integer digits I will display? Alright, fundamental 1, 2, 3, 4 also you don't know means I can't help you. Software is only for beautiful girls, not for all. Okay. Before decimal point, how many digits I am displaying? 7 digits only. So I am now running the code. Please observe. See here, from here to here, 5 digits I have allotted. In the 5 digits, ID number I should display, but ID number is only 10, 2 digits are there. So those 2 digits are right aligned, right side. In the 5 spaces, 10 is displayed towards right, not here, not left side, right side. Similarly, in the name, from here to here, total 15 spaces I have given. In the 15 spaces, Lakshmi, that name only 5 characters. But those 5 characters are displayed towards right. So left side, how many gaps are there? How many spaces are there? Before Lakshmi, 10. 10 minus 5, 15 minus 5 is 10. You can count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 5. Total 15 from here to here. In the 15 spaces, Lakshmi is right aligned. Aligned means adjusted towards right. Similarly, salary, total 10 from here to here, total 10. You can count. I will count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think now the doubt is clarified. Those people who are saying 8, for them the doubt is clarified. So this decimal point you are not counting. It will take one space, one place or one space. So now, see, after decimal point will occupy one space, after that 2 digits, total 3. So 10 minus 3, 7. From here to here, 7. In that 7 spaces, 5 digits you have displayed. So before 5 digits, 2 more spaces are empty, available. So you can just restrict. You can give a uniform width, and in that you can display the data. This is useful when you want to print something uniformly. You want to print in a column wise, tabular wise. You want to print it in that. This is useful. Generally, while displaying the data, numbers are displayed towards right side. That is common. Here also same. But names are displayed towards left side. After aligning them towards left side. But here Lakshmi is aligned towards right side. So that is against into the computer principles. In computers, we have to display numbers towards right side, names towards left. How can I put this Lakshmi towards left? Minus. Use minus in this manner. Percent minus 50ness. Save it. Whenever you make modification, save it. Otherwise, that modification will not be effective, will not give result in your program. And run it. Now see, this Lakshmi is left aligned. From here to here, 15 spaces. In that Lakshmi is left side adjusted. Easy. Observe the program. No, I did not take breakfast today. No breakfast or nothing. Maushi nahi aayi. What about my wife? I told you, I'm just 27 bachelor. Now, another way of writing the print statement I will show you. This is called Pythonic way. Pythonic way means in Python how we write this. Same thing. So print. Here you write the format string. ID is equal to left and right flower bracket. That is called Python placeholder. Placeholder. It is a place that holds some data, that displays some data. Python placeholder. Name is equal to left and right curly brace. Salary is equal to left and right curly brace. Single quote end or double quote also. Single quote or double quote, no problem. Dot format you have to use. Why? Because this dot format is a method that will format this string. To format this string, you need this method. So this is a string class method, str class method. So dot format, left and right simple brace. In the left and right simple braces, you can mention ID, name, cell. Now what is our idea here? The idea is ID variable value will be displayed here in the first placeholder. Name variable value will be displayed here in the second placeholder. Sal variable value will be displayed here in the third placeholder. Placeholder means it is a place that holds the value of a variable. Left and right curly brackets you have to use to represent the placeholder in Python. So let me run the code, you can see the result. Please observe the result. You can give numbering to the placeholder. That number represents the variable number, variable position number. See this, very easy. You can type like this, id is equal to 0. Here 0th variable value I want to display. 1, first variable value I want to display in this place. 2, second variable value I want to display in this place. That means what we say, id is the 0th variable, its value will be displayed here. Name is the first variable, its value will be displayed here. Sal is the second variable, its value will be displayed here. See that you will get the same output. But here the tricky thing is, if you change the numbers, then the variable values will also change. I will show you. For example, here I write id is equal to 1, name is equal to 0. So what you are doing? What it will display now? Can you guess? id is equal to Lakshmi, name is equal to 10. Like that it will display. Simple. So sometimes your management will ask you, just juxtapose this value and show me again the report. So you need not rewrite the total program, just change this numbering, it will change the value. Observe the output left side. Sir, I want to display in this manner, here, in this manner, percent 5D, 5 spaces we have allotted, and in that decimal integer you have displayed. So same way I want, simple. Here also in the placeholder, in the curly brackets or flower brackets, there percent 5D, na, you write here colon 5D, colon 5D. Percent means colon, okay? Name is equal to here percent minus 15s. Here you can write colon 15s. Minus is not required. Why? Because automatically it will align towards left. So minus is not required. Here colon 10.2f. Please observe percent 10.2f. I am writing colon 10.2f. That's it. You will get the same exact same output as before. Please observe here, these two you observe, same or not? No, that is format. In this manner only you should use. That is called syntax or syntactical format. You have to use like that. So did you understand this here? Easy. Print function, in how many ways you can write, that's what I am showing you. Clear? All these examples are available in your material. Try them. Each example 2-3 times you try. Understand slowly. No hurry worry. Understand that. Spend 10-20 minutes. After all, your career is very important. Other things are all secondary. Yeah.
Sir, in name we didn't give minus, but still the result was.
Already explained. See here, minus you are giving means aligned towards left. Here you are not giving means already by default it will align towards left. So minus is not required here. This is called C language way. There minus is there in C. But in Python there is no such minus. So this is Pythonic way. This is called Pythonic way. So this is how you use your and what is this D here? D colon 5D. %5d. D means what? Decimal integer number. You can also use I, %5I for integer, okay? And S for string, F for float. Only these three that will be used. There is no %C in Python. Why? Because single character type data type is not available. Characters should also be displayed as strings in Python. So these three you remember enough. So this is how we work with the print function. Okay. Now our concern is input function. How to accept input from the keyboard. Clear? So I'm just I can do this here, or I can go for ideally also. No problem. Here I will do no problem. Input demo. First of all, I will show you how to accept one string from the keyboard. One string from the keyboard. To accept a string from KB means keyboard. Such short words can be used. It is not wrong. So first you should ask the user print, enter a string. Ask the user enter a string. Now input function you call. What this input function will do? This input function will wait till you type that string. You type anything, input function will take it as a string only. That is group of characters. And those group of characters I am storing into one variable str. Str is memory. Into this memory I stored. So right to left, first this input function will wait till you enter the characters, press enter button. It will read all those characters from the keyboard and stores them into str. So display that string. So print you entered is equal to comma str. The string again I am displaying. Another way to display the string, you know, print you entered is equal to %s, and outside you have to use %str. Only one variable, na? So you need not use left and right simple brackets. More than one variable means put them in the simple brackets. Otherwise, only one variable you can write like this %s. That means the string value, this str variable value you are displaying here. So I am saving it as x.py, same thing. And let me open this DOS prompt or command prompt. Run the code. Please observe this. Enter a string. And the cursor came to the next line. Why the cursor is waiting in the next line? Why? Because this print will ask you enter a string, then it will throw the cursor to the next line. At the end of each line, it will throw the cursor to the next line. So here I am displaying hello, and if I press enter button, this hello, HELLO, 5 characters will be received by whom? By this input function. It will take those 5 characters, stores them into str, returns them into str. Now these two will display the result. You observe this. You entered hello, you entered hello, same of course. These two print functions. One thing I want you to do, I want this enter a string. In the same line, you should be able to enter the input. How can you change that? How can you change your program, this program? Tell me what you will do. In the same line, you have to provide the input. What you will do. Print function you learned, na? What you have to do, see what this print function is doing, enter a string, then it will throw the cursor to the next line. You should not throw the cursor to the next line. So, comma, at the end of the line, single quote, empty string you pass. That's it. Now, observe this. Observe the output, how it will run. See, it is keeping the cursor in the same line, here, in the same line, okay? Now, there I can enter the string. Okay? Press enter button. Single END is equal to single quote means in between those single quotes, don't leave a space, don't give anything, it's just an empty string you are typing there. I cannot make it compact, little bit I can reduce the code. How? Please observe. Here what you are doing using this print function, you are asking the user enter a string, am I right? This is called the prompt message. Prompt message means you are prompting the user, you are alerting the user to enter the string. So this, I can write this prompt message inside this input like this. Observe this. Okay, I just copy paste it. Now this I can delete, that print I can reduce. So one statement cut off. Now this input function will do two things. Number one, it will display enter a string, and then it will wait till you type something, till you enter some input from the keyboard, it will wait. After you type or something, press the enter button, then it will take the total data as a string. Input will take any data, whatever you are typing, it will take it in the form of a string and returns that into str. Then I will spend here. So enter a string, same as above. This here. See, if you are having computer, you can type it quickly and you can test it. But don't write on the paper. On the paper, not recommendable. Because already I have created notes for you and it is there in the notes material. Where are these programs? At the end of the notes, I have solved the programs. Okay? The next thing, I want to show you how to accept one single character from the keyboard. How to accept a single character from the keyboard. Okay? Single character means it is also a string. We don't have char data type in Python. So it is also a string. The same thing is valid. But I will read it once again. To accept a single char from keyboard. I am using input function enter a char. This is what I am asking the user. Whatever the user types that I want to accept as a string only. Input function will accept everything in the form of string only. Even though you type numbers also, it will accept them in the form of characters only. So those characters are that string I am storing into str. and I want to display this string like this, print u entered is equal to comma str of 0. I am showing here, displaying str of 0. That means in the string please display only 0th character. Now observe this, when you run enter a char, I am entering capital A, it will take that capital A, stores that capital A into str. Please observe. Suppose I run once again, enter a char, I am entering A, B, C, D, E, F, something like this. I am just entering, but it will take what? Only 0th character only it will take. You enter a string really, but it will take 0th character only and uses that character in the program. Suppose you want to use that percent symbol and you want to display this string, what you have to do? Percent S, same. Or you want to use Python placeholder, that also you can do, no problem. Like this, u entered is equal to left and right curly brackets or flower brackets, and this is comma, so in the place of comma dot format of str of 0 in this manner. So this will also give you same result. Observe this, you will get the same result. So left and right curly brackets means that is called Python placeholder, where you can display the content of a variable. We will go for the next program. How to accept an integer number from the keyboard. That's what I want to show you. To accept an integer number from keyboard. But the problem with the input function is it will always accept anything in the form of a string only. Even integer number also it will take as a string only. Okay, I will show you. Enter integer number. So something like that I am asking. So this is called a prompt, P-R-O-M-P-T, prompt or message to the user. So user will see this enter integer number and he may type display like this, enter integer number. He may type 125. What this input function does is it will take this 125 in the form of a string. So like this it will take. Let me show you. So in the code 125, in this manner it will take. This string is stored into str. Now what you have to do? Convert the string into integer number. Do you know how to convert the string into integer number? Into function you can use and convert the string, and this into function will convert this string into integer, returns that integer into n. So that n I want to display. So print u entered is equal to comma n. See that enter integer number. Suppose I have entered something like this, you entered 125. See this.
उस पर ट्राई करो होता ये वाला काम होता 2-3 बार करना पड़ता है इधर आ गया जनरेट डाउनलोड और उस पर 2-3 बार करना पड़ता लग गया.
Can I make this code a little bit compact? Yes. I'll show you that. Please observe this.
हाँ
How you are getting this string? You are getting this string from this input function. Am I right? So this you can cut and paste in the place of this str in this manner. Now this str is not required.
हाँ
See this here. I have deleted one statement. I am making it compact. 3 lines program. Now showing 2 lines only. Now please observe. First of all, the inner brackets, whatever you write in the innermost brackets, that will be executed. So it will be executed. Input. It will ask you enter it is the number. Whatever it is the number you type now, that is taken by this input function. And it will take that it is a number in the form of a string. So that string it will store in the temporary memory, temporary block of memory. This into function
Yes.
will act on that memory,
yes
convert that string into integer, stores into n. That n I am displaying here. So this is another way. Look at the same output, of course.
Zero two.
Very big integer numbers also Python can handle. It is not like your C language where some ranges will be there. 65,000 to this much, like the range will be there in C language. In Python the range is very high. You need not remember the range and all. Because it will change from flavor to flavor. That's another problem. Can I write something like this? Print you entered is equal to %I or %T. Outside again %N. Can I write like this or not? Yes or no? Can I write like this? Yes or no? Yes. Can I write another way? So print no one. You entered is equal to, this is called a Python placeholder dot format of n. So this n value I am displaying in this place. That is called Python placeholder. That is also possible. %I or %D for decimal integer number. The next program we will see how to accept a float to number, floating point number.